Let it go, let it go. I could just keep going for ages with that, but I'm not here to give you a rendition of that song. Do you remember when it was everywhere? Everywhere. Everybody was singing it, everyone was using it for advertising. It was just all over the place. But remember that song, remember that sentiment. Let it go, letting things go. And again, I want to preface this for anyone that might be going through something really difficult, really extreme, really tough, and you're in a lot of pain. Go and seek that support. Take this as your hello, your sign, your signal to go and seek that support in a way that feels right for you and feels aligned with you. But for the day-to-day stuff, like if you're someone like me, every so often I still do, but in the past it was all the time. I would just analyze situations, replay conversations. I wish I said that. I wish I'd done that. How dare he do this? How dare he have said that to me? And I would just replay things over and over, and it would just consume my mind and my focus, replaying conversations, replaying scenarios, or getting more and more stressed or emotional about a certain situation, building something up in my mind by just replaying it over and over and over and over again. And I'm sure there's other people out there that can relate to that. We just kind of allow ourselves to, well, as I say, it's as simple as that, replay scenarios inside of our mind rather than being able to take a breath, choose how we're going to respond, and then move on, put our focus into priorities, responsibilities, or whatever it is that we want to be doing or is more important in that moment than festering on something that happened that you don't need to waste your time and your energy on. And I think there's a beautiful story. Some of you may have heard it before. And if you have, let its repetition enhance its power for you. But there's a beautiful story around two monks, a senior monk and a junior monk. And they went out for this long walk together, beautiful day, and they're strolling through the hills, through the valleys, and there's a river running through. And as the monks arrive at this river, there's a lady waiting to cross, and she can't get across without getting completely soaked. So without even thinking, the senior monk picks her up and carries her across the river. The junior monk follows behind. And he's starting to think to himself, what's happening here? How is he doing that? What's going on? And he starts working himself up and getting angrier and angrier at how the senior monk is carrying that woman across the river. 1 hour passes and he doesn't say anything. Keeps festering in his mind, keeps replaying the situation. How could he possibly do that? But we're not supposed to do that. It's not allowed. Why is he doing that? How has he done that? Didn't he know I was with him? Has he done this before? I don't understand. Like playing it over and over again in his mind. 2 hours pass. He still didn't say anything. 3 hours, 4 hours pass, and still he hasn't said anything, but he's let it fester in his mind. And then suddenly he bursts out and says, how can you do that? How are you carrying this woman? We're not permitted to. And the senior monk just very calmly responds, I set that woman down at the river. It appears that you are still carrying her. That really hit me when I first and still continue to hear that story. Just that reminder of how long we can allow our mental energy, our soulful presence and being to be consumed by something that doesn't serve us, to just keep going over and over and over it. If you feel you need to communicate it, share it, talk about it, let it out. But if not, take a breath and let it go. Move on with your day, with your life. That is it from me today. Just a quick one to remind you of that power of letting it go. I know it's easy to fall into that trap. Before we know it, we're thinking about something again, but as much as you can, in fact, I'll lean into what's behind me at the moment. Make a conscious choice. Make a conscious choice. Do I need to be thinking about this? Is it serving me? Is it worth my precious, beautiful, amazing energy right now here today? No, take a breath, let it go. Shift your focus into a different direction. So much love. If you are not already, of course, and you take value from these videos, do hit subscribe, and I will see you again next Wednesday for another video that is supporting you to unleash your warrior within and step fully into your power, communicating with confidence from live and virtual stages. So much love. Have an amazing week, and do comment below what your biggest takeaway from today's video is.